Hello and welcome once again, back for another one of ReZero. And for ReZero I'm starting off in a weird place because, emotionally, mentally. Because, yes, Subaru did indeed die in the previous episode, but it was more of a manner of self-sacrifice. Because ultimately he had to make the decision, does he continue on with this day and survive through it, or restart once again and possibly save the life of someone that was kind of caught in the crossfire? Probably caught in the crossfire. And knowing Subaru, he's definitely not one to let someone else take the fall for him. And personally, I applaud him wholeheartedly for that. I would do probably, as long as I had the assurance that I would come back, make the same kind of decision. Of course, there's quite a lot of variables still missing, and we haven't really figured out much, at least for stopping the events that are now unfolding. Well, we're going to have to see if Subaru attempts to make amends for running away before. So let's get started. That hand which was clutching at his heart before. Is he going to have repeated nightmares now? So he saved her. At least, hasn't. She's not dead. Oh. Who was holding his hand during the night? That was it. It was them. They don't get the reasoning behind it. It's got to be confusing remembering what conversations you've actually had with them or not. Try and start off on the good foot, yeah. He's still as flamboyant, despite everything that he's been through. And now that we've gotten a bit more, no, not really knowledge, but his nightmares, and when he tries to inform anyone else of him reviving after dying, all the smoke and hands means more now, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I'd almost forgotten about Reinhardt and Felt. I'm trying to see if this part in particular has any meaning to it, if it's just a fancy intro. Well, he's not doing it half-heartedly, is he? The good thing is he already knows how to talk to. I can't remember her name. The one from the library. First day. So how many spirits or pre-spirits are there? So what? Spirit arts aren't the same as like mages. Hmm. Okay, so there's inherent magic and mana, and then there's those who gain it from draining it from other sources. Hmm. Interesting. But since he's from a different world, is it the same? Does it work the same? Slightly less impressive than the others, but rare. Okay, that's also kind of the basic as well, yeah. No, it's not quite as impressive as some. To be fair, quite useful. Not quite as useful as like casting a fireball, but that's kind of cool. Well, he's now got a cold sweat, hasn't he? Was he also having traumatic flashbacks? Is he sure? Is he gonna have like an inexhaustible amount of mana or none? Usually, how it goes with protagonists. Fant. Does he have to make the noise as well? Okay, there's quite a lot of cleaning up you're gonna have to do now, Subaru. So he attempted just to expel as much as possible. It's like Mega Man. Hmm? For reasons beyond her understanding. Mana potion, essentially the same, just in fruit format. Hmm. So, what other kind of fruit and vegetables exist in this world? he apologized for making her do it rather than accepting it and thanking her. Yeah, I can understand why she'd be a bit downtrodden over that. Is this conversation going to go any better this time? Oh, I was about to say she was listening in on that conversation, but no, she was keeping watch over Subaru. So Rem acts on instinct, and before, when she's killed him, it's because there was no trust involved among suspicions. Okay, once it's activated, but does that mean before you can actually stop it? There we go. So as long as you can find the origins of the curses or stop the caster. Yeah, this is probably information that he should know. Just so he doesn't get in any other inopportune conversations. Wow. Kind of cliche. And how many of the legends are true? Oh, interesting. Hmm. But because he had no idea of the witch, he still decided to. Nah, I got it. Is he going a bit overboard this time? Even Puck isn't awake enough for all of this. I think he's over compensating. Oh, I was okay. Fair enough. And also, he's kind of slacking off working, isn't he? Hmm. Is it because he's pushing himself too hard? I mean, before he did have that kind of enthusiasm and overexertion, but hmm. Yeah, you can say that again. Yeah, it's going to put an extra stress on his body, isn't it? As soon as it's fine while he's still working, but now all she has to do is ask, and he's screwed. This isn't going to assuage her concerns. Hmm. He's going to end up killing himself through this, isn't he? I mean, I understand why he's doing this, but there we go. Finally got too much for him. Put on that fake smile again. Shut up and just follow her. He's gonna tell him to stop being such a dumbass. Valuable silence compared to the rest of the year. It was mentioned earlier. I didn't think it would be followed through in this episode. Fair enough. Because he's been overworking himself. It's not about the work, but yeah. He needs a bit of rest. But mentally, let it out. Sometimes it does get that bad. Every once in a while, you need a big outburst. I believe that one. Certain parts of this don't make sense in like from her point of view, but also I think making himself this vulnerable is maybe not best to let Ram punish him. Hmm. Well, he's always useless, but is she not going to take any dire actions now that she's seen him in this state? No, Beatrice. To be fair, he's given the others, well, meaning Amelia, sort of pet name. He he needs her help. She's one of the only ones that she can ask. He can ask for proper information without drawing too much concern or suspicion upon himself. This is going to be invaluable. Hmm, possibly. Oh. Hmm. I'm surprised he put that together. She can kill him, remember? Hmm. Yes. Yeah, I can understand this situation. Remember, just thank her. He caught himself though. Good boy. He's not following. Oh, for God's sake. They're having fun with him now though. Not in the way that it was before. It was kind of Hopefully this works. Well, the more of them that there are there, well, the more of them that are there out shopping in the village, if the shaman curse person was. If that is where the origination of the curse and him dying and Rem dying came from, then, yeah, having more people there to look out for each other, probably a good thing. But also, the more people there, the more people he has to look at and look after. Since he can't exactly tell them what might be occurring. The funny thing is that the one time he did go shopping before with Rem, and I thought it would turn out kind of well. He still ended up dying. But this episode really did. It did it quite well. His anguish and his mental state just being. I don't want YouTube to take the video down, so interlace words with others starting with the same letter. His mental state being so fudged as it was, him just being a complete ship show, it does and can get to that state where you've put on this act and pretended to everyone else and even yourself that everything is fine. When you get that moment of reprieve and actually someone just says, is everything alright? The floodgates are opened and everything just becomes a mess for the next half hour. But overall, yeah, you feel better for it. Sure, you might look like a complete turnip, but hopefully now that he's had this moment, he can think a bit more thoroughly and logically instead of acting on impulse. He should have a bit more clarity on situations now that he's not focusing on the well, what would go wrong, and that shadow heart thing shadow hand gripping his heart. And pretty much whatever it was during that shamak, was that how it was meant to be? Or was that his, because of everything that was going on, his reaction to it? Because Puck did just say it's like a simple blindness spell. Or is all of them at once? Maybe it was a combination of effects. To be fair, I can see the shadow magic. I can see the shadow lore of magic being quite useful in, like, maybe not in day-to-day activities, but definitely there's a time and place that can be used to great effect. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and maybe you were not affected by anything that took place. If you were, I don't have a number for you to call to receive any help. This isn't that kind of channel. But if you do want to whine and moan and basically cause a nuisance of yourself, sure. Check the description for a link to my Discord, because that's pretty much what it is at the minute. I jest, but... And of course, if you have enjoyed it, let me know. Liking the video and subscribing to the channel definitely helps. There is more ways than one to support the channel, but they are the main ones. Of course, that is all the time I have tonight. Stay awesome, get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one.